Hey everybody, welcome to the first webinar where we're going to be selling some of the new Gearbubble products. So this is going to be awesome. We got 3 steps to this. Basically, we got to research, get all that together, get our ideas together. Then we got to design, then we got to launch, then we got to market, then we got to scale. I guess it's 5 steps. Oops. Anyway, good day to everybody. Just give me a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me okay and you can see my screen. Let me know. Everybody good? Good. Awesome. Yeah, we're right into Q4 now. Well, actually, we're almost into Q4. It's September 16th, and I think October 1st is the official start of it. So this is a great time for a bunch of new products to come out. And one of the problems we used to have with Gearbubble was some of the necklaces that they had for the message cards, they weren't exactly the best. So they fixed it. And what they've done is come out with a couple here, like this sunflower one. Excuse me, which is really nice, like gorgeous looking. Then they've got this one as well. Oh no, that's a bracelet. And then this heart, which is kind of cool. I don't know why it's loading so slow. The card is, the heart's really neat. I like that too. And then of course the cross. Crosses always sell well, it seems. Right there. And then this one too. I don't know what you'll call this one, but it's kind of cool. And earrings as well. So if you notice too, on their page, when you create a page with them, you have the option, people have the option of a gift wrap, which is pretty freaking cool. So they'll actually wrap it and put a custom note card in it. So when people select that, they can actually put a custom note right in the card. So it comes in a nice little box with some, I guess it's silver wrapping and a nice blue bow. And then they can put a gift message in there too. So this is just taking it like an extra step further, which is going to help big time with conversions. So I love that. I love that quite a bit. It's a very good thing. I think this heart one is pretty cool looking. The sunflower one, I like the flower ones too, but I think I like the more generic types personally. So I'm sure this one will do really well. But what we're going to do in this challenge is we're going to sell a few of these. So hopefully more than a few, but we want to know how to sell them so that when we're right into October, November, when people are really buying for the Christmas season, we're all ready to go. So has anybody on here sold any of these already? These just came out, but has anybody sold any of the new products from Gearbubble? Just let me know in the chat. If you haven't, it's okay. Don't worry, we'll get you there. So nobody, okay, that's cool. Well, let's dive in. So typically when we're doing a message card, the old school style, and what I do quite a bit with message cards is I go sentimental. So I'll try to do an emotional card, and I just want to invoke some kind of emotion. So this one is an example on their demo domain, which just says like to my daughter. So it's somebody buying it for their daughter, a mom buying it for their daughter. So never forget, you are my sunshine. In a world full of roses, be a sunflower. Always keep your face towards the sun. Don't be afraid of being different, because no matter what happens, I'll always be by your side. That's actually a really good, really good quote that they've got on that. So that's what I typically do, but what I've been experimenting with quite a bit is actually taking a different route. So I think what I want to show you guys too is that we can do funny, we can do sentimental, and that it does work. It works very, very well, but we can also do funny. So we can do stuff that is like puns and different things that you wouldn't normally see. So if you think of like a husband to wife kind of funny card, that's what we're going to focus on more. But before we get into that, let's set up our research here. So what you're going to need is a Google Sheet, or you can use an Excel sheet. So we'll do that. So just go in, create a blank one. We're going to call this, I can't believe we're on challenge number 25 already. So this is Gearbubble new message card products. And again, if you've seen this before, that's cool. I'll actually post a link where you can copy this. Like you can copy the sheet and then you can edit it, put in your own stuff. So I'll do URL, quote, oh, actually I usually go quote, then URL. Now I'll go note, or sorry, status, notes. There. And I'll just highlight that, go bold, make it the text white, make the background black. And then I'm just going to select that column, go view, freeze, and there. Now when I scroll, it'll keep it in there. So on this sheet, we're going to use this quite a bit. I'm going to change this to research. There. I use this quite a bit in order to gain ideas and gain, like, have an organized way to kind of keep my images and my quotes and my ideas and whatever comes to mind in one central spot, so that I can always come back to this when I get to phase 2 and I have to start designing. I need stuff to design. So typically I'll take a template and oh yeah, if you guys need templates, I got those too. I got my template club up and running, which has 5 message cards that go out every month, and you can edit them. But or you can go to like Fiverr, you can go wherever you want. So what we want to do today is basically fill us up with at least 10 ideas, so that we have something to work with, so that when we get to the design stage, we can actually have something. We're not staring at a blank screen. All right. So where do we find message cards that we can do? Well, first things first, let's go back a bit and say, what niche do we want to be in? So who do we want to sell these to? So if we want, there's a whole bunch of different angles we can take. We can do a gift from a husband to a wife. We can do dad to daughter. We can do mom to daughter. We can do wife to husband. We can do a whole bunch of different angles. I think what I'm going to do for this one is kind of go for a husband to a wife. And what I want to try and do is find like a funny angle, a funny pun, a funny quote, and we can dig that down a little bit deeper and say, okay, inside of each kind of niche, what would be a funny quote? So you got to think now, going backwards, what niche do you want to be in? So we can be in multiple, and I would suggest having like a general store and then putting multiple kind of niches under that. So you got to think of like, what are men passionate about? This is our demographics, and this is where it starts. So what are men passionate about? So I'm just going to start here with something dumb, but maybe not passionate. What I want to do is passionate. Spelled that wrong, but 75 best manly hobbies for men. Okay, you got me there. Let's see what they say. Cooking and grilling. So that could be a niche, cooking and grilling. And now you got to think, can I do one of these for a man who's into cooking and grilling to give to his wife? So his wife would know that he's into cooking and grilling. So if I come up with a quote or a pun or a funny thing to slap on here, I could target men who are into cooking and grilling, and that might work really well. Or home brewing even, or skiing and snowboarding, or leatherworking, or chess, really, rocketry, okay. Investing, probably a lot of those. Lock picking, okay, that's a hobby, I guess. Archery, oh, archery would probably be good. Big market. Thrifting, I don't know about that one. Tattooing, tattoos. A lot of dudes are into tattoos, and typically they're with a woman who's into tattoos as well. So that might be an area to look at. Bodybuilding, rock sports, classic car restoration. Oh, anything in the car niche is going to be good, because if they're restoring a car, the dude's got money. Like, you don't restore a car with nothing in your bank account. Traditional sports, okay. Magic, yep. Paintball, that's actually a pretty big niche too. Electric models. Survival, huge, huge, huge niche. Cycling and mountain biking, photography, oh, that's a good one too. Reading, martial arts, skateboarding, geocaching, which is like where you go around with your phone walking around in the bush. Knife making, probably a little bit smaller. Landscaping, I'm just trying to give you guys ideas. Sculpting stone, wet shaving, that's something, well, that's weird. Electronic music producing, that could be. Riding, darts, sailing, flying. Oh, there's a good one too, flying. Because if somebody's getting their pilot's license, they're rich. Like, there's no two ways about it. Because that's like a hobby that is super duper expensive, like even more than golf. Way more than golf. Mineral collecting, drawing and painting, could be. Digital design, astronomy, scotch tasting. Ooh, interesting. Billiards. Fancy sports, rebuilding motorcycles. Again, you need money in there. Gold panning, it's okay. Fencing would be one, but it's probably pretty small. So we're just trying to go through these just to give you an idea that there's really an unlimited amount of niches that you can get into. Guitar, golfing, there you go, that's one. Golfing's big because of the time and the money and the effort and the passion that they have for it. I'm a golfer too, so I know that I spend a lot of money on golfing. Coaching and mentoring, meditation and yoga. Fishing, another huge one. Huge, huge, huge. Fishing is actually one that I think I might, yeah, fishing is gigantic. There's just so many guys that love to fish. I actually love to fish too. I want to get like a boat probably next summer and go out quite a bit fishing. Traveling, auto racing, that's another one. Big money in that. Fish keeping, that's weird. Surfing, bowling, true. Interior design, currency collecting, all right. Foreign languages, whittling, really. Genealogy, cigars, that's another big one. Wine tasting, movie watching, gardening, fashion design, snorkeling, dancing, sure. Boxing, watchmaking, woodworking, that's huge. If you go on YouTube and look at all the woodworking channels, it's amazing. Like, there's a crazy amount of woodworking channels. Those guys are making some good money too, just from YouTube. Internet marketing, okay. Metalworking, yep, that's another one. Camping, another huge, huge, huge area to be in. Model crafting. So there you go. There's a couple ideas. The one that I pulled out of there right away is fishing. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I want to do my demographic that I'm going to show you guys for this challenge is going to be fishing. And so now what I need is I need to figure out what can a man give to a woman, like his wife, in the fishing niche on a message card that would be a funny thing to say. So, because it's a gift. So now let's go here. And the cool part is you can go like this. I'm just going to go funny fishing shirts. And what you're going to find is a million of these. I go to images. I jerk it every chance I get. Okay, yeah. Man, I love fishing. Hold my rod, wiggle my, okay, so here's some. So you got to think of how can I turn this into a gift for a wife? I hold my rod, wiggle my worm, and pow, she's on it. Something like that. We'll find something here. So ready for the weekend. I love it when she bends over. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, those are bizarre. So let's start going through. Let's go back to all. Oh, women's wife. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this one says. This is on Etsy. After all these years of fishing, my wife is still my best catch. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. So what I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this. And now think of, okay, I got a funny fishing t-shirt. Well, I thought we were doing this whole thing on message cards. Will, what the hell are you doing? Well, I'm taking a funny t-shirt and I'm going to slap it on a message card. So let's go D drive, challenges, new folder, 025. This is new Gearbubble message card. Okay, so I'm going to have a folder in here, and you're going to put one on your computer too called research. And within that, you're just going to save that. Okay, so I'm going to minimize that. Now I'm going to go back to my sheet, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go insert, and I know you can drag and drop too. I don't know why I do it this way, but I do. Creature of habit. So let's go D drive, challenges, 25. Put that baby right in there. And let's drag it down. And let's drag it over. Okay, so quote. So here's what we need. We need a quote for a message card. So like obviously the message card is not gonna have sunflowers on it, and it's not gonna be like a sunflower necklace. We could use this one, like a heart one. The funky little heart. So I could say something like, to my wife. After all these years of fishing, you are still my best catch. And whatever, love your husband. So I just took, from the start, I mean, I found a niche fishing, and I said, okay, I'm going to target men who are going to give a gift to their wife. and then I have to find a funny t-shirt, and then on that I have to spin it to like a "to my blank quote, love your husband." So that's what I did. So I just took that and adjusted it slightly, and I'm going to grab the URL to this one back here. I'm just going to open that in a new tab. It should take me right to the shop. Yep, there we go. And now I'm on Etsy again, but you don't have to be on Etsy for this. It's just there's a lot of stuff on there. I'm going to paste that URL, and then status, I'm going to go pending. And the notes, I'm going to say, would make a funny gift message card for husband to give to a wife. There we go. So this is actually the fun part. So now I'm going to go and find another one. Let's go back here. And where do we get that? Nope, not there. Let's close those before I get confused. So we got our hobbies. And remember, you can repeat this for like any, oh crap, I closed the wrong one. Damn it. All right, well, let's see what's down here. Close wrong. Okay, so let's go funny fishing shirts, and then let's go to images. Let's go to wife. There, now we're back here. All right. So your wife, my wife. And then here's one on Pinterest. Let's have a look at this one. I fish because my wife won't follow me there. Ooh, well, that's not really a good one. Fish on. Just looking through these. Dirty, funny. Okay. He's the masturbator, and I'm the dirty hooker. Okay, let's see this. Now this may be a little bit. He's the masturbator, and I'm the dirty hooker. Together we love fishing. So could I take something like that and turn it into one? Let's see what we can do. So I'll go like that, and we'll file, save as, there. So when you're doing research too, don't worry about, I have to find the perfect image. You don't. You just want to find, you want to fill this sheet with as much as you can. And there's really no limit to what you can do. Just allow your creativity to just kind of flow. All right, so we could say something like, to my wife, I'm the masturbator. I don't know if this is where it's kind of iffy, because I don't know if I want to call her a dirty hooker, but and you're my dirty hooker. Okay. I don't know, something like that. So, to my wife, I'm the masturbator, and you're my dirty hooker. Together, we make great fishermen. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it, but who knows? Could work. Let's open that in a new tab. And where are we going? Cubic.com. Okay. Let's grab this. And they got. By the way, if you run a store, and the first thing I get is this stupid thing, and then this stupid thing popping out on the side, it really pisses me off. There's so much junk on here. And this is way too busy. I'm sure this guy's doing a lot of volume, but maybe he's not. I don't know. Anyway, that's super annoying as a consumer when you go to a store and you get a million pop-ups as the first thing. Like, just let me look at it for a second. Maybe, but calling your wife a dirty hooker might not be a good idea. All right, so let's go back here. Oh my God. What am I on here? Oh, here's one. That's kind of cute. I'll show you my pole if you show me your bobbers. Okay. That might work. And again, we're just looking for funny kind of gift ideas. They don't even really have to be attached to an occasion, because you could market this as a Christmas gift in your ad. So we're just thinking way outside the boxes here. Image, browse, and let's lower that. Okay, so you could even say happy birthday, happy anniversary, Merry Christmas. You could put that on here if you want, but you don't have to. You don't even have to put love your husband, I just like to. So let's go back here. Where'd that one go? Right here. Is that even on a store, or is that just a dirty fishing shirt? Okay. We got a whole bunch here. I think that sent me to the Etsy page. And so let's go to this Etsy page. So dirty fishing shirt. So I think a dirty fishing shirt is always a good thing, because it's funny, typically. I'm a hooker on the weekends. Now these aren't really a wife spin. I'm here, but I'd rather be fishing you dirty mind. I mean, fishing. Oh. Yeah, these might not work. No, let's go back here. Oh yeah, we didn't go with the wife one, that's why. Okay, here. Love my wife, I don't always go fishing. Fishing excuse. What's this one say? For all these years of fishing, my wife, oh, I think, didn't we just do that one? Yeah, so that's a cute one. Did that one. What's this? One lucky fisherman. Okay, so we could that's AliExpress. Well, we could do something with that maybe. So let's just take a screenshot real quick. I have an idea. So one lucky fisherman, best catch of his life. So that is something that may work here. Oh, let's save that file. Save. We'll go back here. Insert image. Browse. Which gives me an idea for, like, we can search for a couple fishing shirts. So to my wife, I am one lucky fisherman because you are the best catch of my life. I love you. There. That's cool. Where'd that one go? There. AliExpress, really? Oh, it's on AliExpress. That's crazy. So they're probably printing these in, like, China. Wow. Fix that. Pending. Cute saying to give to her. There we go. All right. Let's go back here. Yeah, that was neat. I like that one. I'm a hooker on the weekends. Plan for today. Mine's so big. I have to use two hands. Yeah, that's weird. Let's see what this says. Can't really read it. I'm sorry for what I said when I was fishing. Would that work? Maybe. Let's try it. Why not, right? So you can see I'm not doing the usual route where I go to Etsy or Pinterest, and I just try and find, you know, message cards, and I want to just copy whatever's working. I'm actually building all my own quotes, and I'm doing it on an angle that with a fishing demographic instead of just wide open this time. It's always good to mix it up. So let's go like that. So I could say this to my wife: I'm sorry for what I said. Man, I can't type. I just love you. I mean, it's an idea. So on Pinterest. So when we go into Pinterest, we'll get a whole bunch of shirts too. So you can see Etsy is a good resource, Pinterest, Google Images, everywhere you go. This one is I don't know. It's kind of a joke, but who knows? Let's go back here. So when you get on Pinterest too, let's go out of there. Fishing is not an escape from life, but often a deep immersion into it. Okay, my favorite fishing buddy calls me Paw Paw. All right. Sometimes the fish, other times it's a buzz, but I always catch something weird. If you can read this, you are fishing too close. All right. Life is short. Colin said go fishing. The first 35. I don't even know what that means. Best asshole concrete finisher ever. Wow, that's pretty niche down. Holy crap. Fishing is like boobs. What's this one? Even the small ones are fun to play with. Again, funny, but I don't think you want to tell your wife she's got small boobs. So these are more just generic funny fishing. Yeah. Just glancing through, trying to find anything. Not seeing it. Pinterest, you failed me today. It's okay, let's close out these. Alright, let's go here. Back here. There. Alright, so that's not bad. Not the greatest, but real naughty hooker. One day they'll name a lure after me. Okay. They see me trolling and they hating. That's funny. MILF, man, I love fishing. For all these years of fishing, my wife is still my best catch. So we might be onto something with that one. So let's go. Let's try something else. Okay, let's go funny. Let's try this. Might get a lot of the same. I don't always go fishing away. Yes, I do love it when my wife lets me go bass fishing. Okay, yep. Got a lot of fish, but my best catch will always be my wife. Yep, I got that one. Wow. Where was this? Just trying to find anything else. And let's see, real women fish. I like her bobbers. Okay, so let's try this. I just had an idea. DTF is like a popular saying with the kiddos, so let's do this. Double meaning. So we can go here, put this one in here, insert. There. So I just took something with a double meaning and just spun it to that. Let's grab the URL of that one. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Environmental control expert.xyz. What the hell? That is interesting. I'm not really sure what rabbit hole I just went into there, but spin on a double meaning. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got a couple there. You get the idea with the shirts. But now let's go back to Google and let's go like this. Get out of here. Let's go back to all. So 900 fishing quotes, jokes in Hindi, fishing quotes saying puns. Yums. Okay, let's see this. Off the hook, open again, worms, hook, line, and sinker, hooked on, reel in. Okay, what we're looking for is funny, like double meanings. Fishing quotes, Redbubble. Okay, try this. Apparently fishing, even Jesus has a fish story. Fishing is like boobs. Man, I don't get that one. Love it when she bends over. Maybe that's a fishing thing, I don't know. Fishing solves most of my problems, hunting solves the rest. Okay. Grr. Alright, that's not gonna work. So we're just digging here. A trout is a moment of beauty known only to those who seek it. Weird. Yeah, let's go back here. Maybe I'm putting the wrong thing in here. Maybe this will be better. Well, here's number one. Let's go here. Real legend, rod father, a really good day, keeping a real women fish. My old chum seems a bit fishy to me. There was one I'm looking for. Many men go fishing all their lives without knowing that is not the fish they are after. Okay. Most of the world is covered by water. Fisherman's job is simple, pick out the best parts. Some go to church and think about fishing, others go fishing and think about caught. Alright, we're not in the right part here, so let's go to here. What was I going to do? Oh, yes. Fishing cards. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that's dumb, but that could work as a card. So again, now we're kind of digging a little deeper. Fishing you a really happy bro. Okay, so let's go with this. Could do a birthday message card. So let's go in here. There was something I'm looking. I found one earlier, and I'll find it. I'll stumble upon it again. I should have jotted it down. I'm really bad for that. To my wife. Just ideal. Not my favorite one, but it's fun that. If you guys have any good fishing ones, let me know in the comments there. Not my favorite. I'll just put that note, but maybe. Let's go back here. So that's a silly love card. Wild efficiency, I'm so grateful you chose me. That's not too bad. Could do something with that. Short and sweet, right? Funny, cute, good. Insert. So to my wife. I'm see. I'm so grateful. I don't know why I put hubby instant husband, but oh well. Copy that URL. And yet, yeah, I'm just taking everything before. Cute. All right. Now, when we go here and look at these and you scroll down, you can see shop reviews and reviews for this product. But you can see more from the shop as well. So if it's, there's not really any more there. Try this one. So actually, for this one, wishing you a really happy birthday. There's 135 reviews for the shop, but this one has 16. So again, if we take our calculator out and we look at that, oh, stuck behind menu, we'll go there. There we go. So we've got 16 there. So if you figure maybe, 10% will write a review. So divide 16 by 0.1. So that means on Etsy, that might have sold about 160, maybe. Could be more. Could work. Found your lobster, Peacock Valentine, Merry Fishmas. There you go. Now you're talking. It's actually a good one. So you could do something as simple as that and make a fishing one for Christmas. Back here. That could be actually a really good seller. Two words could make somebody a fortune. You don't even have to put all that, but I'm just trying to beef it up a little bit. But you could get away with, I think, like just Merry Fishmas alone. So let's go here. That one. Could just do, and just do a nice design that covers all that. So like to my wife, Merry Fishmas, I love you, love your husband. So that's like 9 of them. So let's go back here. I wasn't even gonna go to that thing. I was gonna go more to, oh, look at this, anniversary 20 couple fishing husband wife gift greeting. Okay, let's see what this. 20 year. Ooh, here we go. Oh, that gives me an idea. I like it. So you need the anniversary angle for a gift. Think of this. So like that, and let's insert this one. It's actually a good idea. So now we're digging real deep. We got men, fishing, anniversary, and you could do a generic, or you could do like the specific year. So to my wife, 20 years, and you are still my greatest catch. Here's to 20 more. Love, your husband. There you go. So in the notes, I'm going to put some here too. But Merry Fisher's birthday, cute anniversary. Oh, there it is. Paste. I always paste the URLs because sometimes I want to go back and look at the page. So now think of this. Switch out 20 for each year. And you've got tons of options and variations of this one quote. So that could be a whole pack of specific year message cards. So even, I mean, on Gearbubble, you could have them just type in the year if you wanted, and you can make it personalized if you do it right on the platform. But if you do it on like Etsy, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to have like a 20, like a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, 20-year, 25-year, 30-year, 35, 40, 45, 50. You go by fives, or you could do, I bet you there's nobody right now that has like an 8-year and you're still my greatest catch message card for a guy to give to his wife on like Etsy, or even, I would say even online. So we could have just dug deep into a brand new niche, right? Well, there's a good one. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna try and find that on a, that's awesome. Okay, let's try this. Let's do a new tab here. So one coming in here, you are like my fishing rod. There you go. I'm seeing this everywhere, so I'm wondering, like, yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's save, well, let's get a screenshot. This. Right, I get it. So the rod is bending over, so let's do what you said. Good call. It's in here. And if you are like into fishing, you probably have even more quotes than I do. That there? All right, here we go. So to my wife, we won't use that exact thing, but you are like my fishing rod. I love it when you bend over. There you go. That's awesome. Good call. That's an Amazon one, but that's just kind of a shirt. So paste that in there. Put like on the message card image, something like that, right? That'll work. Okay, I wanted to go getting more Sazzle. Let's try this. Don't care about that, but okay. These aren't really the best. Look, I caught an organic fish for your birthday dinner. Wow. Okay. It's not really. Get out of there. Wishing you a happy birthday. Okay. Stupid, but it made me giggle, so let's take that one. Get out of there. Okay, okay. So what if you go, okay, let's just put this in here first. Now think of this. So you've got this, wishing you a happy birthday, right? But you could say, to my wife, wishing you a happy 40th birthday. I love you. So you could do something like that, and then, oh, where'd it go? Here. Just an idea, but you can switch out that age and make an individual card for each age. Make a card for every age. There you go. So not just a generic wishing you a happy birthday, but let's say the woman is, the wife is 42, wishing you a happy 42nd birthday. Like, how perfect is that? If I saw that and my wife was 42, and I was into fishing and she was into fishing, I'd be like, boom, getting that for her. She'll get a kick out of it. So that's what you're after with the kind of birthday stuff. But don't just, you can do generic, like just happy birthday, but when you add in that number, I think it just makes it all that better. But you have to do multiple numbers when you do that. So it's almost like your landing page would have to offer several options or a way to customize a number. But we'll get into that later on, like the logistics of it. Right now, we're just kind of in research mode. So I love that too. Wishing you a happy birthday. So let's go here. That will split your gills. Okay, now this is more what we want. It's not really the best. Well, it's official. Oh, there we go. I could make a card of that. Well, to my wife, well, it's official. You're my favorite fish in the sea, or something like that. Love your husband. There's one. Just like a tuna fish sandwich said, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Okay, weird. Hey, would you mind letting me know what you think about this one? Sure about fishing for compliments, never boring. Tuna in next time for funniest animal meme. So for heaven's sake, if you're going for romance, then you want to consider caviar. The fish is so classy, it's like he's so fish-sticated. Okay. Let's go, instead of fishing puns, let's go try this. Scary mummy. All right. Okay. Why are fish so smart? Because they swim in schools. Jesus. One day, two guys, Frank and Bob, were out fishing. A funeral service passes over the bridge. They're fishing by, and Bob takes off his hat and puts it over his heart. He does this until the funeral service passes by. Frank said, "Gee, Bob, I didn't know you had it in you." Bob replied, "It's the least I could do. After all, I was married to her for 30 years. What? Okay, interesting. What do you call a fish that won't shut up? A big mouth bass. Why did the vegan go fishing? Just for the hell of it. So short kind of ones might work. Why are fish so gullible? They fall for things hook, line, and sinker. Oh, so there we go. So you can say something like, to my wife, I fell for you, hook, line, and sinker. So you can take pieces of these too. Why is it so easy to weigh fish? Because they have their own scales. You could even put a stupid fishing joke on a message card, and I think that might sell too. Where does the fisherman go to get his haircut? The barber shop? Jeez. What is the fastest fish in the water? A moto pike. Okay, these are more not really what we're looking for. Why do fish swim in schools? Because they can't walk. Where do fish? Okay, so that's not quite it. Ultimate fish puns collection. All right, let's try this. Whale. Where do you begin? You come to the right place. Very best fish puns. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, this thing. God damn. Get lost. Okay, list. Seems a bit fishy to me. Dear cod. I laugh so hard. At least go and you make him walk the plankton for that. Not bad, cod do better. We should definitely scale back on the fish puns. So you could use that word too. Like, to my wife, it's been 30 years, but you are definitely I definitely don't regret any of them. I don't know, something like that. Let me know. We find that during this site killed too. Okay. Not another fish pun. What's a fish pun website you've been hearing about? Okay, these are not. But yeah, I think you guys get the idea here. I got one more place to go, but I want to find this. Dirty fishing quotes. All right. You have my attention. I'm scared of walking out of this room and never feeling the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you. Oh, okay. Where'd I go here? It's not how deep you fish, it's how you wiggle your worm. Could probably spin that somehow. I'm gonna fart so hard, okay. Country girl problem number 103, when you can hunt fish, one's a jacked up trout, and you'll get your hands dirty, but he still picks the city girl. Nope. Fishing not just sport, it's way of life. Okay, let's go to the last thing. I don't want to keep you guys all day. You kind of get the idea, but let's go here. Let's go to so what I want to do is go to a place like Hallmark. Oh, wait, I'm on the maps. Oops. Go down here. Yellow Pages, Yellow. There. Stores, Hallmark, Ontario. I don't really care where it is. So go to hallmark.com. Oop. Where did that go? Oh, over here. Purchase Hallmark, you must have US shipping. Would you rather shop online? No. So let's go to occasions. Oh, let's just go here. We're gonna look for all their fishing cards. Catch of the day. Holy mackerel, you're doing great, Dad. No trout about it. Totally. Okay, here's the stupid one. This is more what we're looking for with funny stuff. So there you go. Holy mackerel, you're doing great. No trout about it. You totally kick bass. So that alone, we could make that into a little quote. Like so. And yeah, you'll notice that I'm spending a lot of time here because this is where people get stuck. They get stuck on the idea, and when you're looking at a blank sheet, it's very difficult to move forward. So that's why I do spend a third of the time in the training on research, so I can say this to my wife. Holy mackerel. Oh, mackerel. You're one great wifey. No trout about it. You totally kick bass. I am one lucky fisherman to have caught you. There you go. Just made it out of this. Oop, this. Let's grab that URL. And I'm telling you too, there are a ton more. Might want to trim it. But you get the idea. So I just took that card and made my own quote on it. What does it say on the inside? Sure, you're a clown sometimes, but you're a hip cat too. Without you, life would be crappy. The whole family would flounder. Haha, that's funny. You're the greatest dad ever, and that's no fish story. Okay, there's one. Let's go back here. Gone fishing. Life is good. Let's see what this says one. What's this say? We all agree there's no debate about it from any angle. Dad, you're great. You're a prize catch. You're really fine. So we can take that too. To my wife, you're one prize catch. You're really fine. We love you. I love you. And that's no line. We all agree. There you go. Could take that one. See if they have any others. Anything? No, that's it for that one. Maybe if we put just fish. Let's see what comes up. Only got one or two from here anyway. So just to review, we started with, and I'll make this shareable too for you guys. So you're gonna click the link in the forums in the post, and it will open up Google Sheets and ask you to make a copy. And that way you won't be you'll have your own copy. You'll have all my stuff, and then you can add your stuff below too. So we started off with shirts, and we spun that into how to make it into a message card. Then we took just an image and did that. And then we also went to kind of cards. So these are just cards, like not, well, I guess it'd be greeting cards. And we spun those into quotes that we can put on a message card as well. Simple ones too, and then another t-shirt. And finally we ended with kind of like real greeting cards that people are actually buying. Excuse me. Oh, big stretch. And we spun that into the wife niche. So what I'm getting at is we just kind of manufactured all our own quotes. I didn't go out there and I didn't just go to Google and say funny wife fishing message card, because when I do, maybe something will come up. Hope you have a really good birthday. Funny, well, actually they do, but it's not necessarily for wives. So we do have to do a little bit of work and be a little bit creative. Congrats on making it official. That's funny. I hope your rod gets a tug on your birthday. You could do something with that. To my wife. My birthday wish is for my rod to get a tug. No, that doesn't make, well, okay. I jerk it every chance I get. So there's a lot of funny and unique ways that you can do this. No trout about it, you're a real catch. You could even do something corny like that. I hope your birthday is up to scale. Like, there's so many different things that we could do, and I could spend a lot more time on here. And sometimes I will go for like an hour or two, and I'll just go through and do some research and find a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so we did that. See, now I got even more ideas here. And when you get on these sites too, like Etsy and Cafe Press and Zazzle and Redbubble and all that stuff, you'll see that there's always related ones. What happens on the boat stays on the boat. Okay. Fish naked, show off your pole. Jeez. Kiss my bass. True love, a man with his woman and his boat. So you could do that too. Something like that. Oh, my wife lets me go fish. Anyway, yeah, so I'm getting sidetracked again. But so your homework now is to go look for t-shirts. Go look for greeting cards. Go look for, I didn't even give this one because it's just popped in my head. Mugs. Go look for mugs. That's what I was looking for before, and finally I figured it out. You can take coffee mugs too, and you can put these onto a message card. My wife lets me have all the fishing tackle I can hide. So you could say, to my wife, thank you for letting me have all the fishing tackle I can hide. Love your husband. To my wife, show me your bobbers and I'll show you my pole. To my wife, thank you for letting me be a hooker on the weekend. Like, there's so many different ones here. If this cup is full, I'm thinking about fishing. If this cup is empty, I'm fishing. If this cup is gone, I took a fishing one. Okay, sure. But there's 2 or 3 I get right there. To my wife. I drink it every chance I get, but you already knew that. I don't know. That's what I do. I fish and I know things. I got 99 problems. And fishing and you solve all of them. Well, you can do that. Sorry I wasn't listening. I was thinking about fishing. Wishing I was fishing. You get the idea. I love it when she bends over. Okay, so that bend over thing is pretty popular, I guess. The Rod Father. Catch fish and I know things. Where's the fish? Fishing, it's all about how you wiggle your worm. Anyway, so mugs are another resource that you can go to. And there are a ton. Tons and tons and tons. Anyway, I'm going to close off with that because I think you guys have enough idea. And so your homework is going to be make a copy of my sheet. Well, as soon as I post in the forums, when I post the replay here, and then keep filling it up, because in the next training, we're going to go through and we're going to start creating designs, and we're going to upload them, and then we're going to market them, and then we're going to make some money. So we've got 2 trainings left, but the first one I think is almost like the most important. The other is just kind of filling in the details. I mean, doing some designs is, you got to be a little bit creative, but there's ways around that too. So, love it, Janet. Thank you. Lots of great ideas swimming in my head. Perfect. And this is just fishing. So don't feel like you have to do fishing just because this is the example that I'm going to show you. There's hunting, there's fishing, there's golfing, there's swimming, there's any sport, there's any hobby. There's like, flying, there's racing. Popular on YouTube is like woodworking too. Like I said, there's a lot of different things that you can take, and if you're doing kind of puns with these different hobbies and sports and wrapping it into like a to my wife funny quote here, love your husband, and then the husband's going to give that in a gift, and you're like, well, why would somebody give this? Like, to my wife, after all these years of fishing, you are still my best catch. I love you, love your husband. Well, how would you market that? Well, we're coming into Christmas, right? So if you're running an ad, you could position this as, want the perfect Christmas gift for your wife? Here you go. Then you show a picture of that. Then you say, click here to buy one now, or click here to get her one now. There's your angle for, I've got my product, I got my cool niche, I got my cool angle, I got my cool pun. Now I got to market it. So in the marketing too, you got to spin it so that you're framing their mind to, if they're looking for a gift for their wife for Christmas, and you say, want a gift for your wife for Christmas, there you go. Like, it just answers a question with a yes in their head. They're going to click it. They're going to go look at it. If they like it, if the price is right, if it tickles their fancy, they're going to buy it, and you're going to make money. And that's how this stuff works. There's not a lot of thought that goes into it. It's just being in the right place with the right message at the right time when that person is looking at your stuff. And if you can get a yes out of their head in your ad, and then they kind of chuckle when they read it, the odds of them buying it are going to increase dramatically. All right, I'm going to leave it with that. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. I really do. I love doing the research part because it's fun for me, because you can turn your brain off and just plug in anything, and you can be as creative as you want. So even some of the quotes that I put in here might not be the best, but I'll tweak them and I'll make them work. So next one, we're going to do the design part. I'm going to show you guys how to do that so that you can be whipping out a ton of designs, because it's going to take more than one to find a big winner. But let's go. Let's do this. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you in the forums, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for coming on. Hey everybody, welcome to training number 2 of 3 for the Etsy and the birthday message cards. So just give me 1 in the chat box if you can hear me and see my screen okay. Everybody good? You should see my Google sheet on there with a couple of the fishing one and, well, the two fishing ones, I guess. Good, good. Everybody good? Right on. Okay, number two, let me know where you're at. I'm in London, as you know. It is 14 degrees today and raining. It rained all day yesterday. We had like a record rainfall. There's some roads like flooded and schools closed and everything. 14 is about 57 Fahrenheit, so kind of chilly today. But where are you guys at? Let me know. Around the world, who's furthest away? Rock Hill, South Carolina. Fremont, California, probably nice there. Yeah, Cambridge, right on, just down the road from me. Cool, cool. Yeah, there's still people coming in too, so that's good. All right, so I'm going to dive in here. Today, we're going to cover design and upload to Gearbubble. So I'm going to show you a couple different things. It's good timing because I had some message cards come in from my template club. I'm going to show you one as well and how I edit them. So there's a couple things that we can do with design. Did you guys do all your homework? You got the sheet all filled up with a whole bunch of them? I hope. Can't remember what's on here. Wishing you a happy birthday. All right. Okay, so I think this is the one that we're going to do. So after all these years fishing, my wife is still my best catch. So this is the one that we're going to design today. So let me do that. So I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to move this to another screen so I can just have it on there. Then I'm going to go to, that one. This, I think, yeah, this is my test account. Good. I'm going to go to Canva first. I'm going to make one. So it's design. So right here, I can log in. I bought the pro account on Canva because it's super cheap and you get a whole bunch of other perks to it as well, which is really good. So, I mean, all we really need for a message card is 1,000 by 1,000 to make it work. So I could do a custom size. And there it is, 1,000 by 1,000. And what's this? Say it with a sticker. A new way to comment has arrived. Canva stickers are a fun way to share your thoughts and feedback. Okay, I don't really need a sticker, but that's cool. So what we need, the basics of a message card is typically the simpler the better, I found with these. So you don't want to get too complicated because it just ends up looking like unprofessional. So what I found is you can do a lot of flowery stuff and ornamental stuff and themed stuff as well. If you go with colors that are a little too light on these, like faded backgrounds and that sort of thing, they won't come out right. They don't tend to print right. So don't go too light on the background, but keep it a little bit dark. So what I want to find is, I'll start with my text and I'm going to put like to my wife, and then I'm going to put after all these years fishing, you're still my best catch. I love you, love your husband. So I'm going to add that right away. So in Canva, what you want to do is go text, and then we can, I actually like this one. It doesn't really matter what you use, but. So with this, there's two sections, and I just tend to delete this part, and then I'll go to my wife. And it's super easy to resize and move around. Makes it cool. I can drag that up there. Then I can either copy it, or up here on the top right I can do a duplicate. I'll drag that down here. And I'll say still my best catch. And I'll just make this a little bit wider. And then I can center this too if I want, just up here. Just hit the alignment. And I can even change the line spacing. So I can increase that. Spread it out a bit. So that's 1.21, that's pretty good. And I could also change the font. Maybe that's a little too thick. So go down a bit. Maybe this one too. And then up here, I can put that there. And now what I would do is kind of change it to a different font. Now this one is no good. Don't like that one. Actually, I could use that one, but I think this one's better. Nope. Just looking for a cursive one, and I had one in here and I can't find it now, of course. I don't know if I type in cursive if it'll come up. I got a couple. Okay, so this again, I can delete this part. Go. I could just put that. I don't have to put love your husband. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it at that. Okay, so that's kind of, then I can go select and then it's either shift, yeah, shift, and then I can go position, and I can do those, I can center them all, make sure they're all centered. And then I could do tidy up as well, but I don't want to do that because that actually messes it up. Now I can move the whole thing at once, so that's dead center on my page. And then the necklace will hang from here kind of to here and then up. So what I want to do now is kind of put some background on it, and this is where you can get super creative. So if I go up to elements and I can go to well, I can do whatever I want, but let's try fishing. See what comes up. And I can do photos or graphics or videos. Let's try photos. I'm just going to try this. I don't know if it'll work. Can't really get that rod. In the right spot unless I stretch it. Not liking that. No, I don't like that background. So it's a, this is where you gotta try different things. What about this one? Just go a little bigger. I could just do that, and then this isn't looking right, so what I would do is change this to maybe a white. No, that one's gonna stay black. Maybe. Maybe. You could even put a thing around that. That's not horrible, but I mean, I can save this as one. It's got the rods, it's got the water, it's kind of catchy. Just looking for anything else that's maybe a little better. Well, let's save this as a template. So let's go to File, Save to Folder. Oops. Do a new one. Okay, I'll save that, and then I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna remove that. Oh, now with font turn the different color. Put that back to black. And now I go with the standard, so floral. Background. This is where Canva is super powerful. Because like I just made that and it looks like a pro one, right? Not quite enough though. I want to put an element on here. So I'm going to go with fishing graphic. And I might do, let's see here. Now my graphics. There was one. It was up here. Something like that. Put that down in the corner if I want it. Or I could put it like right here even. Or I could put it to the side. Let's put it here for now. Now the necklace will go over that, so I'll make it bigger. And maybe I'll move these two down a bit. And move that up a bit. There. So look at that. Like, that looks like a pro did it, right? But it was really just me, so I'm gonna save this. Save to folder. Move to folder. Where'd my folder go? Don't know why that didn't show, but there, I can put it in there. Now I'm going to download this one. So that's pretty cool, right? Super simple, super easy. Download as a PNG. I'm going to leave it as a solid background. I'm not going to compress it. I'm not going to save download settings. So there we go. Get rid of that. Now over here, I'm going to show in folder. So that is over here. Oop. Okay, so I've got that now on my computer. Looks pretty good, actually. I actually really like that. Super simple. And I can change that to anything I want. So once you have it, let's go to Gearbubble and let's launch it. So we're going to go launch campaign, traditional. And we're going to do oh, it's under precious jewelry. The new stuff is under here. So next step. Then you got to pick what you want. So I think I wanted not the earrings. What's this one? No, that's bracelet. That's cool. Cross is cool. It's interesting. I think I like this one. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do at $79.95. The price doesn't really matter, but yeah, you can make a ton on these because it is high quality stuff, much higher quality than what they used to have. So I'm going to go next step. Oh crap! Sorry, I forgot to upload it. Upload design, upload graphic. This one, open, and we'll just make that bigger. Make sure it fits nice. And then let's see how that looks with the thing over it. So you can, that's actually not horrible. A lot of people like to have it blank behind here. I don't really care, it kind of catches the eye. So in here I'll put to my wife. For all these years. Heart, love, necklace, just like that. Now from here, I don't need anything in here. I don't need the category, I don't need the tags. In here, I'm just gonna put 10 p.m. just so to have it, but you could really just leave it on one day because that campaign length is for the old Gearbubble stuff. And then I do need a URL, so I'm gonna go with this. I have to find one, so I'm gonna go TM1 or TMW. Catch. The URL doesn't really matter either because we're going to be pushing this to Etsy. Button can say buy now, just agree to the terms of service, and let's launch that. So you can see in that time frame, I've created one and I've launched it. Super simple. And now I'm going to do another one. As soon as that uploads, and I'll show you. Now, usually we have to go in and set kind of the pixel and all that, the upsell and all that stuff, but let's just view the campaign. There it is. So what I would do at this point is I would kind of go in and I would go like this, save image as, then go to your folder where all of your stuff is. And you want to save all of these. Oh, I don't even have one. So let's go designs. Let's go call this number 1. To my wife after all these years. And then we're going to save all of the mockups. So I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save that one. And do the same folder. Save this one. Save this one. This one. Because these are images that we're going to use in our ads and, well, on Etsy. That's cool. This certifies that your jewelry is authentic and all material is used to make this product are genuine. This jewelry is handmade of 925 sterling silver. So there you go. It's real. And this is a really good one for Etsy too. So it's showing that, yeah, it is a cubic zirconia, but you got 14 gold plated. You got your 925 silver. The weight is on there and the dimensions, which is really important. It's actually a pretty good looking pendant. I really like this one. Then you got that one. Actually, this picture looks better than this one. Okay, so let's go save. And they even have a video now too, which is cool. This is gold. This is like, this video is amazing for Etsy because they love videos. So let's see if we can, that's the image. I want to save the video. Save video as. Then we'll just save it to our folder again as whatever that is, MP4. So that's how you save it. Just right click, save video as. And I'm sure that these videos are all the same for this particular one, but it's cool when you have somebody actually holding it and moving it back and forth. So that's what you need to do for everyone. Now I'm going to repeat this whole process for you guys to show you again. But this time I'm not going to use Canva, even though I really like that template. I'm going to use something called Photopea. So in case you don't have an account, that's weird. I'm going to open this up in Photopea. So for me, I just got in a whole batch of, show them to you. So these are going in the template pack this month, which is another service that I have. So basically I get designers to do these up and then we can edit them. So this is what this batch looks like. Got that one, got this one, this one. This one's pretty cool for fishing especially. And then this one. So you can see kind of where I got the idea for the Canva one. But I'll show you something cool too. So let's say I want to use this one. So I'll just go over here. This is number 1. So I have the PSD file as well. So all I'm going to do is go File, Open. Then I got to go to D drive, Downloads. I'm going to go down to here, to my folders. I think it's this one. And design source file. So as soon as I click this, I'll double click it. It'll open that. And now look at Photopea searches my computer for all the fonts and it automatically uploaded the fonts. So now when I want to change any of these, I can. So let's go back over here and let's look at another one. I don't want to do the same quote, although I could do the same quote. I don't want to. Let's look at, okay, let's look, maybe this one. To my wife, I'm sorry for what I said when I was fishing. I'll always love you. Love your husband. Okay, so let's go like this. So to my wife, and then I want to change this. So over here, you've got your text part. Watch, I can turn anything on or off. Then you've got your design part. I can turn elements on or off. So those are the hearts. And that is the boat. So if I didn't want, say I was doing like a non-fishing one, I could swap this out for like a hunting one or whatever niche I'm in. I could put in a different icon in there. So that's how these templates are very useful. And let's say I didn't want the flowers at all, I could turn them off. And let's say I didn't want that background, I could turn that off. So you can see how one template has like a bazillion different options that you could use on it. So I want to change, after all these years of fishing, you're still my best catch. I love you, love your husband. So what I want to say is, instead of that, I'll click on this one right here, and I'll click on the text tool, and it's going to do the exact same font. So I'm going to say, I'm sorry for what I said when I was fishing. And then down here, I'll say, just delete this. I'll say, no matter what I catch. I don't know, something like that. Love your husband. So now I've basically got another one that I can download. And let's do that. File. I'll save this first as a PSD. And I'm going to put this right into my research folder for my challenges. So let's go 25 designs. So this will be number 2. To my wife, I'm sorry for what I said. There we go. And then I'll save that. And then I'll export it as a PNG. Export as PNG. I want to use the highest quality possible. Keep it at the same size. Click save. So that goes right down here. So I've got to actually move this one from the download folder to my other folder. So I'm just going to copy it over here. I'm going to go to my download folder. So you can see I put it in there. So I'm going to go D drive. Because it's set to go to downloads. Designs. Oops. Designs to paste. So I just copied it, pasted it in there. So it says, I'm sorry for what I said when I was fishing. I'll always love you no matter what I catch. Okay, so I've got that. And then, now what I would do is I would upload this one to Gearbubble. So again, go back here, go to your account, go to, well, go to my account. So I've got that all ready to go. And then I'm going to go with launch, traditional, precious. Now we could actually do these old ones too if we wanted. So I'm going to go next step. And the first thing I'm going to do, could try that one now. Cross is neat too. I think I'm going to mix it up a little. So I'm going to do that, the cross instead. So let's upload the graphic, which go back to your folder. See what that looks like. I'm going to make it bigger. And next step, oh, it kind of hit the boat a little bit, but that's okay. I could have moved the boat over to the side or something, or moved it down, but that's fine. So I'm going to go, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you got to think that necklace is going to be on there for about 2 seconds when they open it, and it's probably going to move around in shipping too. So just because it looks like this right now, it doesn't mean it's going to stay like that necessarily. So you got to consider that. So if your necklace is over your graphic, it's not the end of the world. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So let's go here. My wife. Sorry for what I said when I was fishing. Then we'll go cross necklace. Now again, I just set this to 10, but it really doesn't matter. I should not even bother. And then I'll go like this, to my wife. Sorry is probably gone. Oh, it's not. Okay. Cool. That's not gone. And then agreed terms of service. Launch. Got that one done. Takes a second. All right. Now I can view my campaign. Looking good. Now the other stuff didn't load yet. Probably because they don't have... There it is. Hit reload when it didn't do it. All those mockups didn't load yet because I think I hit that little button too quick. So let's save this image as. Again, we're going to go to number 2 this time. I'm going to go save and then click on the next one. That looks good on the hand. So let's go save, save, next one. Save. Now, unfortunately, there's no faster way to do this, but when we get over to Etsy, we're going to want to have all these available. Let's see what this says. Cubic zirconia, 25 millimeter, 21.6 millimeter, 9.25. Cool. That one. Save. And this one. So we're going to hit it, and then we're going to see what this looks like. It actually looks like pretty chunky. I like it. The back is like an open wiry thing, it looks like, but it does make it more 3D. So let's right click, save video as, make sure you're in the right folder. There we go. Okay, we're going to close that. All right, so you've seen Canva, you've seen Photopea, and now you're going to see Photoshop. I have it here. There it is. So I pay for Photoshop. But Photopea is slowly like taking over for me because Photoshop is great, but we got a lot of stuff here. Not totally necessary. So let's go File. Oh wait, just close it. That's from another one. That's a personalized mug on Etsy. That's actually the previous challenge. And that is another template from the template club. So let's go File, New. Or actually, yeah, let's just open a template. Let's go to D drive, downloads. We'll use another template in this case. Just because building them from scratch in Photoshop is quite the ordeal. So I got this one or this one. That's actually neat. I like the reef and the thing. That one's cool. That one's cool. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so that is number 2. So I'm going to go to my Photoshop file, number 2. There we go. And now I'm missing one font. So what I want to do is they're asking me to substitute it. So this is whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. But what you want to do with Photoshop, it's actually a little more difficult because you have to go into the file and you have to upload these. So let me just move some stuff around here. I do have the font. There it is. So in my case, they want this one, AB, I can't even pronounce this. I guess it's this one. So I'm going to go into my folder where I downloaded from my template pack. I'm going to go right click and install. And actually I'm going to install all these. So I'm going to click them all. I'm going to go install. Fives are installed. Yep. 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 Then I'm going to close this. So that was my fonts that came with my template pack. Now I'm going to X out of this. I'm not going to do substitute. What I'm going to do is close this and I'm going to open it again. And you'll see when I reopen it, I won't get that that error message again from Photoshop. So it's like Photopea is actually a little bit more advanced, because when you open the PSD, Photopea then searches your computers for those fonts and automatically uploads them to Photopea. Photoshop, though, when you open up a PSD file like this, they don't search your computer for it, so you have to manually put them in. So you can see how actually Photoshop is lagging behind just a hair from Photopea. So yeah, interesting. So let's find something here. Okay, so here's one. To my beautiful wife. Now, again, in Photoshop, here's all the text. So I can turn stuff on. I can edit any of these. So I could say, instead of to my beautiful wife, I could say to my daughter, to my son, to my grandma, to my grandpa, to my aunt, to my uncle, to my sister, to my brother. Like, I could put anything I want in there. And love your husband, I can change that too. I can edit anything I want. So I'm going to put this after all these years. After all these years of fishing, you're still my best catch. I love you. So that in itself could be one, but I want to do this. So I'm going to do this one for my chart of all the fish in the sea. I'm so grateful you chose me. So let's go back here and let's go to text. So I have this selected on the right, and then I go to text, and I just didn't select it. There we go. I just highlight all this, and then I'm going to start typing all the fish in the sea. And I'll go new line, I guess. I am so grateful you chose me. There we go. Perfect. So now again, in the design part, if I don't like any of these flowers or whatever, say I don't like the flowers, I could find them all. I can even turn that off. And I could turn off the top and that one, and then that one, and that one, and that one. So I could have it look like this too. So this is a whole new message card, right? With just a simple white background, some fishing reels, and that's it. Or I could turn them all back on. Right, I could even swap stuff out too. So if I don't want that reef, maybe I don't want that reef. Maybe I want it to look like that. Then there's a template. So now I go File, Save As. Then I go D drive, Challenges, 25, Designs. This is my third one. And then this one says, to my wife, of all the fish in the sea. Let's put it at that. And then I'll just save it as whatever it is. I know which folder it's in. Then I'll go File, Export, Quick Export as PNG to the same folder, save. Now I've got it. So you can see how you kind of pick which one you like best. I really like Canva lately, but with my templates, I love Photopea because it's so easy to use. And I can change anything out that I want. Photoshop seems to be lagging behind now for me, which is weird because I've used it for so many years. So let's go to my account here. And let's go to Launch, Traditional. Now, remember, you could actually use this on anything. So if you wanted to put this onto a coffee mug, you could. If you wanted to put it onto a travel mug, a tumbler, a wine glass, a camper mug, ornament, or a candle. Actually, maybe I'll show you a candle here too with this one. So first, let's do this. So get this done. And what one haven't we done? We haven't done this wishbone dancing. Let's try this one. Then we'll upload the design, upload graphic. Let's go to Designs, number 3, open. So somebody was asking me too with my template club, like, won't everybody have the same thing? And it's like, no, they won't, because you can see how you can change everything on there. Just make sure I spelled everything right. All the fish in the sea, I'm so grateful you chose me. Is that right? Chose? That's right, yeah. Next step. Look at that. That hit perfect. That's kind of what I was shooting for. So let's say this was, well, the beautiful wife got covered a bit, but look at those fishing rods. They're like perfectly spaced. That's good. Very good. So to my wife of all the fish in the sea. And what's this called? A wishbone? Fishbone necklace? There we go. Again, I'll go 10. I'm gonna go to my wife of, oh, so that's good. And then I agree to term service, launch. So that one's gonna be up and running. Giddy up. We're gonna view it. And again, it didn't, see in the bottom here, it didn't take the mockups. Well, it didn't create them yet. So what I need to do is go reload. There we go. Now I've got them. So I can start saving these into that folder. So it's a lot of repetitive, right? But I do want to show you guys how you have to do it for everyone. And I wanted to show you the 3 different kind of resources or software systems you can use. Save. 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 And how big is this? 11.5 millimeters, but it's pretty small, this piece, compared to the other ones. See what this looks like? Yeah, that's way smaller than like the cross. That's okay though. It doesn't have to be huge. So right click, save video as, put it in there. Cool. Oh, it actually moves too. That's neat. All right, so we've got that. Now, what you'll do is you can actually go back through your sheet and you can update it. So you can say here, status, launched, because I launched on Gearbubble. And status here is launched. And status here is launched. Now, if you wanted to, you can also pull your URLs and put them in here. So if I wanted mine, I go like this one. This is of all the fish in the sea. Yeah. So I could add a new column here too. Or I could put it in the notes. There we go. And then I go back here, my account. Then if you right click this, you'll get that copy link address. Sorry for what I said when I was fishing. Paste, and then back here. After all these years, you're still my best catch. Copy link address, back here. And this one, because we saw it all over the place, we could technically put that on a whole bunch of different designs and make multiple from that too, like very easily. So what I'm gonna do is go back here. I want to kind of push these over to Etsy now. And then in the next one, what we're going to do is kind of optimize, and I'll show you how to scale these too. So let's go to, edit mockups. What's that? Oh, positions. Okay. You can have more. So here's a little tip too. Once you find one of these that are selling, you're going to want to order it, and you're going to want to shoot some pictures yourself and shoot a video yourself. So even like the iPhones now have, like I have the iPhone 12 Pro, and it's got a camera on there that's better than any other camera I've ever bought. Not better than some of the ones that are out there, but it's got enough pixels and quality to it that I could like sit it on a picnic table and take a picture, and then put it in the grass and take a picture, or put it on some concrete, take a picture, or have a woman holding it and take a picture of her holding it with her hand. So just kind of like the first one. So once you do get going, you are going to want to shoot your own kind of mock-ups, especially video. Video works really well. So we want to push these over to Etsy. So view dropship dashboard. And here we go to stores. And so I've got my Bliss Design Innovations here. So I want to go to new product. I hope these are attached. Yeah, they are. All right, so now it's just a matter of taking each one and hitting upload. Now configure. Yeah, you can do configure too, but we don't really need to change anything in here. I never really do. I tend to edit on Etsy instead of here. So let's go upload. Product is uploaded to Etsy. This can take time for Etsy to process your product, blah, 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 blah. Close. And then we'll go upload, close, upload, close. So we created 3. We used Canva, we used Photoshop, we used Photopea, and then we pushed them over to Etsy. So I'm not going to do the next step, which is the optimization here, because I'm going to do that on the next one. So we're going to have to optimize these listings over on Etsy, because right now they're uploaded, but it's kind of like there's no way it's going to get traffic the way that it's uploaded now, because none of the boxes are checked, none of the tags are added, none of the images are added, the video is not uploaded, the title is not optimized, the description is not optimized. So we want to make sure we have all those ducks in a row for every single listing that we do. Plus, I'm going to show you one other thing with getting traffic from outside of Etsy for free on every listing that we upload too. So a lot of people don't do that step, but I am going to teach it in the next one for you guys. So we can, I mean, now we could go and do another one, do some keyword research, but I'm going to kind of end there unless you guys have questions for me. But your homework is to do it. I mean, you saw how fast I did 3 of them. It didn't take me very long at all. So as you do more and more, you'll get better at this. So I want, for next week, I want you guys to have a minimum of 5 message cards uploaded to Etsy. And then next week, I'll show you how to optimize them. And then every single aspect we'll go through with a fine-tooth comb, and we'll make sure that we're ranked perfectly, or our ranking is set up perfectly. And then I'll show you the little trick that not too many people do, but they should do. I don't know why they don't. In order to get even more traffic from social media outside of Etsy, we want to have posts all over the place for every single listing we have, and think of Etsy as like your collection plate, and all these other sites are pointing to it, but we don't have to point to it with ads yet. Down the road, if one of these does take off, then I would highly suggest that you start running some ads to it, and you could run it to Etsy, to your store, or you could say this one does really well. Well, you have the power right here to run ads right to this URL if you want. Now, when you're running it to Gearbubble, there is one thing you're going to have to do. You're going to have to white label a domain. I don't even have my address in there. Huh. Interesting. UPI token is probably not good. Wait, where is it? Well, we're getting to Hanover. There it is, white label. So when you hit this create a domain, all you're doing is, so if I want to mine, charge an annual fee of $50 a year for your custom domain. This fee covers domain name registration, certificate creation, and other administration fees. Now, $50 a year for a domain with an SSL certificate is not horrible, but it's not the best deal ever. I think Gearbubble did it this way now because they just want to make it as easy as possible for you. So this white label domain means that instead of going to, say I put in like bliss.com, which is probably gone, guaranteed it's gone. That's not gone, I can't believe. Yeah, domain not available. So I got to find a domain that is available. And then when you get to your product listing, like this one, instead of pointing it to gearbubble.com, it would be www.bliss.com/tmw-catch. So And then you can change, I think you can change the logo here. Can't remember. Pretty sure you can. But the whole point is companies like Facebook, when they see a million different accounts running traffic to the same domain, they get worried because they think that the company, like say Gearbubble, is like gaming the system and they're running multiple ad accounts to their domain, and that's a big no-no. So what these companies like Gearbubble and China did is they made a white label domain, which changes it to your domain that you own, and now it's all unique. So instead of all these different ad accounts pointing to one domain, they have like my ad account would point to bliss.com and your ad account might point to yourcompany.com, and a third person might point to like blackandwhite.com or whatever they buy. That way, from like Facebook's point of view, they see an ad account going to a unique domain, not like 500 ad accounts going to one domain. So I think that's what happened back in the day when a lot of people got their accounts were getting disabled left, right, and center, especially with Facebook, because Facebook does not like that at all. So in order to fix that, this is what they did. So when you do find one that's getting sales, you have options of going direct to the platform, or you could send them to your Etsy store too. So there's a lot of benefits going direct. Like we can get this upsell in here of this gift wrap, which is very cool. And they'll add a complimentary card. So if I click that, they wrap it in that silver with the bow, and you can type a message on there too. So as far as I know, this is not available when you're selling on Etsy, but it is available when you're selling it here. So that's a good thing. And if you don't like the text on the listing too, right, a message from the heart, you could change this. So you just go to your account and you can edit all that. So I go here, I go edit, and then I can change it all here to whatever I want. And it's usually the old format of ask a question, answer it, and then you can put all the nitty-gritty in there too, if you really want to. But this is good. I've also talked to them about the box upgrade to try and get a fancier one. And also I've talked to them about a chain upgrade to try and get a fancier chain. But I don't know if that's going to be implemented or not, just a suggestion that I had. And if you guys have any suggestions too, then you can certainly let me know or let Don know or let them know what they are, because I think the buyers or the sellers actually have the best ideas, right? So there's a question here. If you have a GB Pro store, do you still have to white label? Well, I mean, by default, you are white labeling with a GB Pro store. So the GB Pro store, which I'll go here. I gotta do an incognito window, hang on. Because I'm already logged in. So this is what you're asking about. So they want, by default, they kind of want you to do this. A GB Pro store is like a kind of a competitor to Shopify. So if you click Get Started here, you're going to be taken into the GB Pro. And all this is, it's a store, but by default, you have your own domain. I'm trying to find it here. But you can actually sell anything. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's cool. Right on there. It is simple to use. I do stand by that. It does cost money, but it converts very well. So they got a nice dashboard. You can import stuff from Shopify, but your domain, this is what the dashboard looks like. It was under settings. Yeah, right there, domain. So you could buy your own domain. So Family Love Gifts as an example, and that would be the label where you'd send traffic is there. So the cool part about this is you can have a whole bunch of different products, whereas on the platform, I can't sell, like I couldn't drop ship a product on the platform, but on GB Pro I can. So if I ever went to like AliExpress, now this is not something that's done as much anymore, but back in the day, say we're selling, oh God, Pop-Up City. Say we're selling a say we wanted to sell this necklace. You see, it costs a penny. So I want to list this necklace on my store. With GB Pro, I can do that. With the platform, which is what I showed you, I can't. I can only list Gearbubble products on the platform, but on the store I can list anything. And let's say, get out of the jewelry thing. So I wanted to sell, I don't know, this. So I got a romantic portable USB powered fashion flame effect night light bar LED simulation fireplace. I want to sell this on my online. So with the platform, I can't sell this. With GB Pro, I can. I could actually make a listing on my store for this. I can see the orders coming in, and then I can fulfill the orders manually myself by going to AliExpress, buying one, and sending it to the person whose address I have from the GB Pro store. So this is where, oh, this caught my eye. What the? Please look as cool as that picture did. Well, I thought it would like flash or something. Fire dragon. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, yeah, this is what a lot of guys do, right, on Shopify, is they'll find a product on AliExpress, they'll list it on their Shopify store, where they'll sell it, they'll take the order, and then they'll go to like AliExpress, they'll buy one, and they'll send it for the shipping address, they'll put the person who bought it. For the billing address, they'll put themselves. So that's why, like this product would take like 6 to 8 weeks to get to them from the time they ordered, because it comes from China directly. So that's what you can also use Gearbubble Pro for. You can go outside the realm of just Gearbubble's products that they have on their platform. So I hope that helps. So do you need a Gearbubble Pro store? It is a much more advanced platform than the one I just showed you, and you can do a lot more with it, but you don't necessarily need it. Not to do what I'm showing you today, but you can just go beyond what I'm showing you today when you use Gearbubble Pro. Okay, and I know Don he ran a whole bunch of different specials that were actually worth more than what people paid, like big time. So the bundles that he put together were freaking amazing. So you got a ton of value when you bought from him with those bundles that he did. But this is old school, like, you know, I want to sell this dragon flower thing, or I want to sell whatever this is, some globe, magnetic levitation globe. Well, that is cool. It sits on a book. What? Yeah, get off the book. Show me the globe. That's neat. So I could sell this for like 200 bucks, and I could buy it for 68. Oh, that's neat. I like it. Whoa. Now, if they had that as like the Death Star from Star Wars, I would buy one right now, because that's super cool. Love it. Anyway, so stuff like that you can do on GB Pro, just for my sidebar to end. All right, so you guys have homework? At least 5. Get at least 5 up here. I got 3 up during this webinar and pushed them over to Etsy. So 5 created, 5 launched on Gearbubble, and 5 uploaded to Etsy. So you've got a lot of homework to do. When you do it too, I want you to make a post in that forum section saying that you've completed the homework, okay? I want to see how many people actually complete the homework, because I have a feeling we're lagging behind on that, and the only way you're going to make money is by taking action and actually doing it. So don't just look at it and say, oh, that's cool, yeah, neato, and then move on to the next shiny object. Actually stick with it and do it. And I don't, like, if you do everything that you see and that we're training you on, you're going to make money. Now, are you going to make money tomorrow on Etsy on a brand new store? Probably not, because it takes a while for that store to gain traction. It's like you put the Etsy shop into a marinade and it's got to sit there for like a month or so. And then after that time, once you have consistent uploads and Etsy sees like a certain number up there, then you'll kind of get that first sale, and then the second, the third, the fourth, and then it starts snowballing. So now's the time to fill up that Etsy shop And if you have an Etsy shop and you're not getting sales, then in the next training is going to help you enormously, because I'm going to show you a couple ways, a couple of things that a lot of people don't do, and a couple of ways to bring traffic in from external sources outside of Etsy as well. Because Etsy does have a ton, but there's also a ton of competition, which is not a bad thing. It just means there's money being made. So I think I'll close off with that. I can't, yeah, we just hit an hour there anyway, so that's good. I like to run these for about an hour. I hope everybody got some value out of this, saw how kind of easy it is to really upload these and get them over to Etsy. Step 2 is coming in the next training session, which we will see you on very soon. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you on the forums. Thanks, everybody. Hey everybody, welcome to webinar number 3 of 3. So in this one, well first, before I get into that, just give me one in the chat box if you can hear me okay and you can see my screen. Oh, wrong chat box. Just making sure everything's hooked up correctly. Cool, everybody good? All right, and then let me know again, like where you're located, same old, same old. I think I can tell where a bunch of you are located already. Rock Hill, South Carolina. Yeah, Cambridge. Hello, my neighbor down the road. We've got a few people trickling in here. California. Beautiful. I'm going to visit there someday. I haven't been out there yet, but I really want to because I think it's beautiful out there. All right, so, oh, India. Nice. Pakistan. Holy crap. There's my Swedish lady. Right on. Wow. So we have people from around the world. Bunch of US, bunch of Canada. India, and Sweden. Sweet. All right, so before we dive in here to what we're going to do, we're going to optimize and we're going to also talk about sales on your store. So that's the 2 things we're going to cover today. But first, I logged into my store and I saw that I actually have an order, and I wanted to show you guys this. So this is basically my dummy store, right? I don't even really use this for anything besides my training, but I guess this 10th birthday one. Welcome to the Double Digit Club. You're a wonderful new member. Best wishes to an awesome 10-year-old. Love you. This is what my store looks like. Like, it's got a message card, that personalized mug from Gearbubble, another message card, a watch from Shine On, and then another message card from, well, from us, pretty much. But anyway, sometimes, I don't know why, but the emails don't seem to forward to my main account, so I didn't even check this account, and I say I got an order. So what I want to show you guys is when you get an order and you see this, it's overdue. That's not a good thing. This should really have been out the door already, so I have to fix this. So what I'm going to do is show you, when you see this dispatched by 6 days ago, or you get a message that says you got an overdue order, log into your Shopify account. So I'll go home. Go to orders. So this is the store that's attached to that one, and I can see that this order came in on the 18th. I should have been on top of this, but I wasn't. So it says unfulfilled. So what I need to do is check this and see what's going on. And basically within the app on Shine On, I'm going to see that it hasn't been approved. So I have to go to apps, and then this one, Shine On Profits on Demand. And then I'll go to orders in here, and then you'll see right here, orders, that this one says manual review required. So I don't know why, but you have to release the hold. And then when it says awaiting payment, you have to click it. And then it's one of these things you got to click to actually fill it. So view awaiting payment. And then you can click it. And then there is, where to go? Pay all. And then you go, so this one is going to cost me $20.27. Pay now. So because I didn't do that, I don't know, I thought I had it set up for automatic fulfillment, but I guess it had, maybe there was something within there that they didn't like, I don't know. Or the first couple orders they're waiting on. On my other stuff, it doesn't do this at all. But so if you ever catch this, just go into your shop, go into the app, and now you'll see it's in production. So now what I'm going to do is, they're pretty quick, like with Shine On. So it is released. Low risk, yeah. Order changed. And then that and that. So it hasn't shipped yet, but shine on super fast. So this will go out quick, and that's good. And then what will happen is they will get notification here. Now this person has not messaged me as far as I can tell, but I'm going to be proactive here. I'm going to say, where's the message? So I'm going to go home. I'm going to be proactive. We didn't forget about you. Your order should have a tracking number very soon. Like so, and then gotta make sure I get this done. So I'm just gonna sign it as that because I can't remember who I put as the Barbara Smith. Okay, so I'm just gonna sign it as a shop. So what you want to do is just reach out when you do screw up. Reach out and just say like, "Hey, we haven't forgot about you. It's coming." Don't apologize or anything yet. Just let them kind of feel like it's part of the process because it is. Now they're in Canada, so that kind of sucks because it's going to take a little bit longer. But so that's what they'll get from me. We didn't forget about you. Your order should have a tracking number very soon. We'll email you that to you. So as somebody, as a buyer, as a customer online, as long as they don't feel like they've got ripped off, number one, and number two, they feel like you're actually there and you're reaching out proactively, it's going to save the review. So Etsy loves to do reviews, and I personally, as a personal business owner, I can't stand reviews because when somebody's got something bad to say, they'll scream it from the rooftops. But when you have people that have like a great experience, odds are they're not even going to say a peep. So yeah, reviews for me are they're totally lopsided and inaccurate all the time. But Etsy loves them, so we have to play their game. So that's what we're going to do. So it says dispatch by 6 days ago. So I actually missed the deadline. My fault. I didn't check this. I didn't get the email, so I should have. But the good part is, on the upside, I'm getting orders on a store that's like a complete dummy store that looks like crap. So if my dummy store that looks like crap with 5 rando products on it can get sales, then there is no reason why your stuff won't get sales too. So let's now move on to what we want to do. What is this? Select multiple. Yeah, I know that. Okay, so I don't need that. So now let's go to our listings. And remember on the last training, we had uploaded 3 of them. So you're like, where are they? They're not on my store. I don't get it. What happened? Well, they upload as draft. So there's our 3. So what we want to do now is we want to optimize these listings. And this is what the bulk of this time is going to be spent optimizing. But I'm going to show you a shortcut here too. So let's click on this. And now we can optimize. We've got basically everything uploaded. We've got our thumbnail. I think these have video too, right? So we are going to upload a video. So let's go add video. And then it is in the folder. Remember, we saved it. 125. Now, which one am I looking at here? Of all the fish in the sea. Okay. So I want to upload that. And they even say right here, buyers are loving listing videos. We know shoppers are more likely to purchase an item if the listings include a video. Cha-ching. So it's getting ready. And then we can just leave it like that. I don't even care about cropping or anything. You can crop it if you want. Just go like this. That might actually be better. Yeah, let's put that. Now, under details. See how they upload these to my wife of all the fish in the sea wishbone necklace. So this is actually a, which one is this one? I'm gonna get this on another screen. Oops. So I want to see what I put on here. Preview. Honey bugger. Stupid delivery thing. Missing origin postcode, of course. I don't know why that's happening, but it's happening. So I gotta get the origin postcode for these. Now this is Gearbubble, so let me get that first. I should remember this, but I don't. So I'm just gonna go to the group. Because I just saw a post in here from somebody. Oh, you know what? If I go like this. There it is. So mugs, shot glasses, pillowcases, candles, and ornaments are 19007. Garments, tumbler, wine glasses are Gaylord, Michigan, 49735. Necklaces and bracelets are Mulvane, Kansas, 67110. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's fix this. Four to 7, that's fine. Delivery time. 7 to 10. Give us plenty of time. Good enough. There, that's fixed. Now I should be able to preview it. Come on. All I want to do is read my freaking thing. I swear, if I made a platform, I would make it so user-friendly, it would be insane. This stuff is just dumb. It is. It's literally like... All I want to do is preview my listing, and I can't because it's in draft mode. So I gotta go here and look at... All I want to do, I just want to see what it says. That's it. That's all I wanted. So of all the fish in the sea, I'm so grateful you chose me. Love your husband. Okay, so that's a wife gift. All right, so what we're gonna do, we got, there's the, did it even load it? Yeah, let's see about draft again, once it loads. If it loads. All right, meantime, what we're gonna do is use my secret weapon here. I'm gonna save that as draft this time. Keep saving it as you go through, just to make sure. I might have to reload this. Oh no, there it is. So it actually took it that time. So we wanna have our title, and then we wanna have all this stuff that we possibly can check off within here, checked off, because the more data that we feed the algorithm on Etsy, the better. They're gonna like it, love it a lot. Then under description as well, we want to fill this up quite a bit with as much as we can, and we can get all these details in here. And then section, all that good stuff, price. But the key is the title. That's our number one thing. And then our tags as well. So we're going to start with this. Go to, you need one of these accounts, eRank, which is kind of the secret sauce for getting sales on Etsy, because they can do, we'll refresh this, they can do listing audits, which is what we're going to run. So we're going to work on, I think we need to make it active first. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's go turn this on. We're just going to publish this as is first. Now we can view it. Yeah, you can view it in draft mode. That's all I wanted to see earlier. So this is what it looks like now. This is basically fully not optimized at all because our title's not good. Our dispatch is fine. But over here, the description is just the generic stuff, which is no good at all. So let's go back to eRank. I might have to log out. Sometimes it won't pull data. Oh, it did. Okay, good. So let's go back to the main page so I can show you where to go. So we're going to go to Tools and then Listing Audit. No, Listings, Listing Audit, sorry. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Here it is, Listing Audit. You can see all my other ones are in here. So we'll go Listing Audit, and then they'll give me a grade. And you can see I have a grade E. That means there's no tags, description's too long, title might be truncated, listing has no attributes, listing has less than 10 images. So we got to fix all this in order to get this up to an A grade. So you can see the grade that eRank assigns your listing based on how well we believe it is following Etsy's best practices. Important, the grade does not reflect the number of views or sales the listing has had, of course. So we got to start somewhere, and that's typically with the keywords. So let's go here to Tools, and then we'll go to, well, we can actually get keyword ideas too. I just want to open a new tab. And then I'll go here, and I'll go Gift for Wife. And what I want to find is what people are looking for on Etsy, so I can plug these in as tags and see what kind of title I'm going to put in. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about what I do here, what these columns are. So Gift for Wife, Mother's Day, that's not bad. Anniversary gift for wife, that's not bad. Father's Day gift from wife, nope. Wife gift, yep. Father's Day gift from wife, no. New dad gift from wife, no. So we're gonna have to refine this a little bit. We might want to do like gift for wife, but let's look at the columns first. So gift for wife for Mother's Day. This could be, I'm just dragging this over here. This could absolutely be a gift for wife for Mother's Day, because it's just saying like, hey, thank you. And maybe they like fishing or whatever they like, right? That's kind of the angle we took. So that might be possible, but looking at the character count on this, we can only have 20 characters for a tag. So we can't use this as a tag, but we could use this in the title if we wanted. Now, I don't know if I want to segment that as much down to Mother's Day for this. I might want to go a little bit wider for the net, but let's look at the searches. There's 2,629, 503 clicks, average CTR is 19%, and the Etsy competition. This is the one that scares a lot of people, this column, because they think if it's red and if there's a lot of competition, then I don't want to put my keyword in for that because I don't want to compete with everybody else, which is the exact opposite of the way you should think, by the way. If the golden rule of thumb for competition is if there's competition, you want to compete. So think of this. I'm a huge basketball fan. The NBA exists for a reason, and there's like 96 players or something that are in the league. The competition for those spots is fierce, but the odds of making the NBA are like 1% or 2% or something like that. So does that mean that all these players in elementary school, high school, college, university, that they shouldn't even bother trying? All these players that are like playing overseas and trying to make it to the league, should they just give up because the competition's too high? No, because they know if they actually make it in the NBA, they're going to be set for life because they're going to probably end up with like $100 million contract midway through their career, and they'll have like generational wealth created. So it's the same way with Etsy. If you shy away from everything that has competition, you're going to sit there picking the low-hanging fruit that there's hardly any of. You want to be right in the mix with everybody else. So don't shy away just because you see this Etsy competition thing being so high or red. So I know there's other people that will say, you know, only go if the green is so far over on the bar and there's not too much competition, they give you a green light to do it, then that's the only time you do it, and those are the only keywords you should put in. No, that's not the way I roll at all. So I'm actually the opposite. I actually prefer there to be competition because it means that keyword is searched for a lot, and I know that my product rocks and I want people to see it and buy it. So I got to go where the traffic is, and that's where the traffic is. So let's just put together, basically, we need 13 tags, and then we've got to figure out our title tag as well. So let's kind of separate this out. Not separate, but we'll make two screens here. I have like 3 monitors, but for this, that's only showing my screen number 2. So let's go like that, and then we'll do another one here, then over a little bit more. So this is how you want to set it up, and then you go to Google Sheets, and you're going to go, you can use a research sheet, this one, and you can just see. So down at the bottom we have research. We're going to add a new one. We're going to rename this to tags. So up in the top column, we're going to have our niche, and then we're going to have tags. So the niche is going to be gift for wife, and then our tags go here, comma separated. All right, I'm just going to make this look pretty. Bold, white, and then I'm going to change the background color to black, and then I'm going to freeze this column. View, freeze, one row. There. Now when I scroll, it'll stay. So under the tags here, this is where I'm going to want to put all the tags that I find over here. So I could do gift for wife for Mother's Day as a tag, but it's too long, so I can't do that. You can also sort by character count, which helps quite a bit. So as we sort by character count, then we can see all the ones that have characters 20 and under. So retirement gift for wife, you know what, that might work. I mean, there's hardly any. There's a little bit of competition, but there's not much searches. So let's actually put that in there. Comma. And then right below that, gift for wife, mother. We can't do a custom gift for wife, but we can do wife Christmas gift. That's a beauty. And then new home gift wife. So I am picking off all the ones that I can so far. We could even do Catholic, I guess. That's a pretty low volume one. But we do have wife gift in all these, so that's good. Wife birthday gift, that's a good one. And then for chef wife gift, that's interesting. There's a little bit of competition. Now we could try and tie in fishing too as well. Like we're getting into like military, and then there's gift for my wife. So I'm just going to stop here for a sec because I want to change this search up here to, I'm going to put in wife and fishing and gift. I just want to see if anything comes up, because that's kind of what the theme is of this. So let's go, oh, there we go. We getting anything? Personalized gift for him. So when you start seeing weird results like this, it typically means that there's nothing in there. So then we got to move on. Now if I put that, see if anything comes on. Go down here. Father's Day, well, fishing gifts for men, that's not really what we want. Wife gift, I think we definitely want that. Look at that, look at the competition on that. Let's put that over here. Now E-Rank might not like that I have wife gift and everything, but that's fine. And then, okay, so let's go back here. Let's go, what am I looking for here? New home, wife birthday gift. Just put two basic ones. I'm getting the same stuff over and over. Just scrolling through. Funny Trump great wife mug birthday gift. Holy cow. That is the long one. Gift for wife. I think I have that. No, I don't. I have gift for my wife. Well, that's pretty similar, but. And then wedding gift for my wife. Oh, let's sort this again. Sometimes we can pluck out some good ones in here. Just kind of take out the best keywords, although we're not getting the exact result. 5-year wedding anniversary gift for wife. So we can't use that as a tag. But I think over here we do have, do we have anniversary gift? That might be too long, but let's try it. Okay, what are we at here? So let's count the commas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need like 2 more. Let's go down to the 20s, see if we have anything that we can plug in. Retirement gift, got that. Gift for wife, mother, got that. Custom, don't want that because I don't have it. Wife Christmas gift, I got that. New home gift, wife, I got that. Catholic wife gift, I got that. Wife birthday gift for chef, I got that. Wood gift, it's not wood. Military, no. Gift for my wife. I have gift for wife. Gift for ex-wife. What? Why would you do that? Future wife gift. It's not a bad one. A lot of competition. Not too many searches. Wife gift, funny. Work wife gift. Wife gift. Interesting. Where's my next page? Is that all you're going to give me? Okay, so we're on our own for the rest. So now, if you can't quite get enough that way, I'm going to show you a little trick here. Go to Google and just type in gift for wife. Now you're going to get all these. Birthday. These are things that are typed in quite a bit. Some of them are pretty long, and there's really. Let's change that to. Oh, wife gift ideas. That's not bad. So let's go over here. Wife gift anniversary, wife gift quotes, birthday, wife gift ideas. And then we can also go back, type in like wife necklace. Like, this is a good one. Wife necklace gift. So we're just using suggested searches when you type that in to Google. See what comes up. Look at that. There's some already on here. Now these are Google shopping ads, which is not what we're doing because you need a Shopify store and a merchant account and a Google shopping feed and all that good stuff. But there's that as well. The other way to do it is go to Etsy itself and type in wife necklace. You'll get suggestions here too. So we could do, I think I actually have 13 now. So let's go back to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. Okay, so 13 is your key number for the tag. So I've got that. And now I've got my niche, gift for wife, and the tags. So now, I'll go back to Etsy. Let's go back to our design. And let's edit this. We're going to start filling stuff in. Let's reload this. There's our new one. I'm going to move this to a new screen so I can see it. And let's go back here. All right, so we've got our video. We've got our, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8, which I think is fine. It shouldn't bother us on the E rank. But now here in the title, we don't want to put to my wife of all the fish in the sea wishbone necklace. So we want to make this one of the actual keywords that is getting a ton of searches. So gift for wife Mother's Day is getting a ton of searches. It's seasonal though. Anniversary gift for wife. So we could kind of combine these. We could say gift for wife, gift for wife on Mother's Day or anniversary, or we do wife gift. There's a lot of searches there. So we want to include kind of gift for wife, definitely. So let's go to our listing, start with that. Birthday. Anniversary, what was the other one? Anniversary, Mother's Day. So you can see I'm at 87 characters, which I like to keep it short and sweet. So that's going to be my title for this. So I've got the main keyword and then I've got kind of the occasions in there. So I didn't completely do the keyword stuffing that people usually do. Then I could put necklace. There, that should do it. 76, okay, so I'm good there. Now, I don't get this. Why does it list like that, a company or person? I'm switching this to I did, finished product, made to order. I do this because I don't like the way it's listed the other way. I'm starting to think that when you have a production partner, it actually hurts your listing, but I can't prove it. So I kind of do both just to see what's working. But now let's go through the fun stuff. Recipients. Make sure you fill in all these boxes on every single listing you do. So we want to do women. Material. Again, this is where we're going to go to kind of what it is. So we have silver. And we could do, I mean, it is paper as well. That's pretty good. We're going to put those two. Recycled, no. Gemstone, we want to do cubic zirconia. Primary color, and again, I'm looking at my listing too as I do this. I would say, yeah, they have like silver, so I'll put silver. Secondary, I'll put gold, because it is a mix, right? If you look at it, it is silver and gold, so that's good. And then necklace length. So this is where I'm actually looking on Gearbubble's default stuff. Oops. What did I do? 1, 2, 4. There it is. So on their default description, they have all this, like chain length, stunning silver. They have the width, 1 inch by 0.05 inches, chain's 22 inches long. So we have all this info, but we're not putting that info in our description. We're going to put it where it belongs, which is in the attributes. So the units are inches, the size is, where's the chain length? 17.71 inches. So I'll call it 18 inches. Pendant height, again, we're going to go with inches. And this is 1 inch in length by 0.85 in height and width. Yep. And then shape. What's the shape of this? This is a weird one because it's not, I guess, semicircle, I guess I call it. I mean, you could argue it's different. Now, theme or style, I always mess up on these, but I'm thinking, God, I don't even know. I don't know, but I gotta put something in here. I don't know, Art Deco, that's fine. Theme, there's not really a theme, but let's see if we can get anything in here. Oh, geometric, we'll do that. Can be personalized, no. Spinner, no. Occasion, so here's where it gets real powerful, because it can be an anniversary gift. It can be a birthday gift. Divorce and breakup. I don't think you're gonna give it for that. Retirement, wedding, so let's go anniversary. Celebration, it could be like Christmas, it could be anything. So let's put Christmas. Cut type, I have no clue what this is. Oh, the cut of the thing? The cut of the cubic zirconia, like, really? Who cares? But let's call it this, maybe hexagon. Setting. I struggle with this, but I should know this. I don't know what this is. Prong? Sure, why not? Actually, does this one spin? I can't even remember. But we'll go with that. Now you can do an automatic or a manual review or renewal. I'm gonna go automatic because I'm gonna do automatic and then I'm just gonna edit any listings that aren't selling after like a couple months. And I'm gonna put them on manual and that way they'll just kind of die off my system. Now type is physical. Now, before I do something here. Description, I'm actually going to publish this. So at this point, I'm going to publish just so I don't lose anything that I did. Then I'm going to scroll back down. I'm going to go to edit again. I'm going to go to the description. And this is where I'm different than everybody else. So they say all this stuff. The weight is 0.11 ounce. It's a AAA grade jewel set throughout the necklace featuring a dancing stone centerpiece. Oh, so it does spin. I think it does spin. I saw that on something. Half the wishbone is that. The other half is 14 karat gold plated, polished it for perfection. Chain is, did I say 17? It's 22. I added that. What did I say? Or 18. I said the wrong length. Fix that. There we go. Printed in the USA. Final products is hand polished in Miami, Florida, and shipped fast to your door. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Chain length. Why does it say the chain length? Chain length. Extender. I don't know what that is. Stunning. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, these are all features, but description is meant to sell. It's not to list features. Okay, so I don't know who started this, but stop putting everything in here. They only see the first part of it anyway. So what you want to do is get rid of the features and the benefits. Not the benefits, but get rid of the technical features of the item in the description and speak to them like they're human, and you're asking them a question and then you're answering it. The same as we do our listings on Gearbubble, the same as we do our ads when we're running ads. It's the same thing here for the description. I don't know why people do this weird, but you got to think, okay, what is the question that somebody who's looking for this is asking? And it's simple. Want the perfect gift for your wife? That's the question. And then the answer is, this is it. This is the, well, this is the perfect birthday gift for her anniversary gift. What was the other one? Christmas gift. Or just because I love you gift. And then just say it. She will love this and love that you thought of her in such a kind and sweet way. Get her one now and watch the smile grow on her face. That's my description. Okay, I'm totally different from everybody else because everybody else puts a lot of garbage in here that you don't need. Now, production partners. I've done it and I haven't done it, and I find when I check this, I get in trouble, and then they say if I don't check it, I'm going to be in trouble. So it's like, what do you do? You know, do I check it? Do I not? Do I check it? I'm not going to check it. So just show you guys that you can do this without checking it. Now, if Etsy ever comes to me and says, why do you have this listing and we know you have a production partner? I'd be like, really? You're going to research my whole business and see if I have a production partner or not? Just because some of my listings do? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm going to leave it off because I personally think it does better when you don't have one listed. And I know that some people are going to be up in arms about that, but I don't care. All right, so let's go to add a section, and we're going to add this under gifts for wife. Save. Now, tags. Here we go. We got 13 tags. So what words might someone use to search for your listings? Use all 13 tags to get found. Well, we kind of did that. So let's go to here and grab them. Yeah, they didn't like those. All right, so I can't do retirement gift for wife. So I'll go retire gift for wife. Anniversary gift. Maybe I'll remove the 4. Let's try that. Oh, still didn't like that. Anniversary. Let's go wife. You gotta massage these sometimes. So I use all 13. That's a good thing. Ingredients are optional, but let's put this in here. Go back to the generic one. And we have 0.925 silver, 14 karat gold, plated, and then we'll go stainless steel, then we'll go paper, then we'll go cardboard. So this is basically what it's made out of. Then we'll go cubic, zirconia, I think that's how you spell it. Oh, you better. Okay, so I'll go 925 silver. Now you could add more here, but just add what it's made of. Price, I'm gonna leave it pretty high. Price-wise too, I know a lot of people will try and undercut. Oh, I got a message. Uh-oh, that might not be a good thing. Either my customer is pissed or they're happy that I responded. So we'll see. Either way, I'll deal with it. Quantity 100. Wishbone necklace, that's fine. Visible, yes. Personalization off, good. That's good. Tariff number, don't need that. Weight was, so it's 0.11 ounces, 0.1. Google's your friend here. There you go, Etsy. You want the kilograms, you got the kilograms. Length. When packed, I think it's, I can't remember this, about centimeters. Poop. It's in a box. I actually have a box in here. You know what? Where'd my box go? I have one. It's about that by that, which is what? Not 20. Put that in. Good enough. I can't remember the exact one. That's my postage. Maybe later. Okay, publish. Cool. So now it goes from what we had to this: gift for wife, birthday, anniversary, Mother's Day necklace. Dispatch, 47 business days. There's the price. Deliver there. There's my name. But look at that. Look at my description. Want the perfect gift for your wife. So they're going to read that. They're going to go, hell yeah, I do. Well, this is it. Oh, cool. Perfect for a birthday, gift for her, anniversary gift, Christmas gift, Mother's Day gift, or just because I love you gift. She'll love this and love that you thought of her in such a kind and sweet way. Get her one now and watch the smile grow on her face. Boom! Now, to double check, let's go back to eRank. And we've got this. So what I want to do is go back to the main page. And then I want to refresh my data. If you don't see this pop up, then log out and log back in, because sometimes it doesn't. And we'll go to listings, audit, and we'll go to this one. And come on, A. B. Damn it. They don't like my title. Well, crap. Yeah, I kind of did do that. Try writing a short sentence such as monogram leather. Okay, I'll do that. They still don't like my title, unless the timid. Okay, so I want to get an A, so I'm gonna go edit. They didn't like how I did my title. So let's change our title to something they like. Perfect. Gift for your wife. Let's try that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just check that. Hang on. I'm gonna add something. No, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Just see if they like that better. So let's go to refresh. I don't think they refreshed it. So here, I'm going to go back here. Now I'm going to refresh. There. Yeah, if you don't see this little submarine thing pop up, it didn't refresh. Listing audit. Uh-oh. You guys hear me? Okay, good. Oh, somebody was having audio issues. I didn't even check. That was like half an hour ago. Oh man, such a dummy. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me. All right, let's go back here. Listing audit. Yep, see? So that one change to the title gave me an A. So I went from an E to a B to an A. So this is what we want. I mean, everybody wants the keyword stuff and put in like all the keywords they can into the title, but I'm telling you right now, Etsy doesn't like it. eRank tracks thousands and thousands and thousands of listings across multiple shops, and they know what Etsy likes, and they can see what's getting sales and what's not. They have access to more data than we do because basically we give it to them. So, I mean, we can argue up is down all we want, but it doesn't matter. We just have to give them what they want. So speak on your listings if you're speaking to somebody like who's a friend, right? Don't just be robotic. And it even said that my listing was robotic. That's why it wasn't working. So that's not a good thing. So let's go back here real quick. I'm actually scared to actually read this. Did she hate me? Ah, there we go. Bingo. Oh yeah, 15 days. I love you. As long as it's here by October 15th, that's great. Thanks for the update. So what I did is I just saved a review. I saved a bad review that could turn into a good review because I noticed, even though I'm late, I said I didn't forget about you. That's all they want to hear, you know. That's it. So it'll be there by the 15th. It's got to be. That's like 15 days. That's like over 2 weeks to get to them. Even though it's in Canada, I still think they'll get it. So that's a good thing. So I think we just saved that one big time. Now, what do we need to do? Well, we've got other listings, right? The good part is we've done all the heavy lifting. So we still have listings in draft, but they are the same type of listing. So what we're going to do is repeat the process. I'm not going to do it right now because we've took about almost an hour to do that one. The first one takes a while mainly because of the tags. That's why it takes so long. But now that we have our sheet with our tags on it, we're going to plug the same tags into the next one when we edit it. And we're going to edit in the exact same way we just did. So these two are going to be edited so that they work. And if you're wondering, does my system work? I mean, like I said, my dummy store right here is this freaking necklace is getting, it's getting sales. So yeah, it works. It definitely works very well. Now, last thing I wanted to show you guys is let's get rid of all this stuff so we're not distracted. There. Well, I don't even really need this. So here we are. Now, last thing I want to talk about before we end it for today is sales. So sales are key. They're vital. And you want to be running sales and coupons like all the time. So these are the abandoned basket, favorited, post-purchase thank you. You want to set these up. So let's go here. So go into marketing and then you'll see it's sales and coupons. Abandoned basket. I don't know why it's called basket. It's a cart. But anyway, set up a campaign and then say this % off. Take 20% off and you can go cart 20. So if they abandoned it, try and get them back there with that. Look at that. Shoppers who qualify for this type of discount from more than one shop will get all of their offers in one email. All discounts are subject to that. Launch. Next. Okay, so it's being sent to people who leave something in their basket. So if they add to cart and leave it, Etsy is gonna send them an email with a code for 20% off. That alone is gonna get you wicked results. Now, here's another one. They favorited it, but they didn't add it to cart or anything. So let's set up a campaign for that. Let's make it a little bit more enticing and say, we'll give you 10% off if you buy it. So we'll do fave 10 review. Launch. Next. So look at this. Being sent to people who favorited something, right? So Etsy knows the person's email because they're probably logged in and they will send them a 10% off code and link back to my product to buy it. So that and that are huge. Now, post-purchase, you're not sending coupons to shoppers who have purchased from you. Okay, so let's set this up. Let's do 15% off. Let's go, thanks, 15. Now we can set a minimum order. And we can say, if you order 2 items, we'll give you 15% off. There you go. So now we're going to entice them to come back and buy more. Now you can change that to 1 or whatever you want to do. You can manage the campaign. But these are vital to set up. So set those up. And then we've got the individual ones. Yeah, you can see the stats on them too. Uses and the revenue that it generated, which is really cool. So that's kind of part 1. Part 2 is this. Every month, we want to have a new special offer. So you can run a sale, send offers to interested customers, or create a coupon. So we can automatically send a coupon to shoppers who've added one of your items to carts or favorited something in your shop. We kind of did that already. But we can also run a sale. So shoppers can discover your sale and search on your listings and from the shop home. And you can attract new ones, clear and access inventory, get shoppers to spend more with a discount activated by a minimum order. So let's run a sale. So we'd like to offer, well, we already do free, but choose a discount. We could do 10% off, valid where, we could do everywhere. Minimum order, we could say if the order total is 50, then it applies. And then duration too. What we can do is say we want to run like a weekend sale. So we want to run, or no, let's go here. Next one, yeah. Say we want to run a Halloween sale. So we could go here, and then we could go to the 31st, and we could say, we don't have restrictions, but we'll call this Halloween 2021. So this is our, actually, let's make that more. 20% off for Halloween. Review and confirm. And this includes the whole shop. So I've set up my Halloween thing already. Confirm and create. And then I can share it, save it, whatever I want to do. It's going to go live there, and it's going to end on the 31st. Always put a start and an end date, and then you can see it's scheduled. So what I want you to do is go to new offers and schedule 1 per month all the way for the rest of the year. If you don't have a reason to have a sale, make one up. Like, just got a new car, celebrating by offering you 20% off. Just went to and bought a coffee, just stood up. Like, it doesn't matter what the reason is to have a sale, have a freaking sale. Like, you have certain months where you have events that are happening, but there are other times where nothing really applies. So September could be back to school. October is Halloween. November, I don't know, Thanksgiving, maybe. December, Christmas, of course. Or November, like Black Friday. December, Christmas. January, New Year's. February, Valentine's. March, spring break. April, spring sale. May, I don't know, almost summer sale. Like, just make up reasons. And if you're running out of reasons to have a sale, sign up for a big company's email list, like the Gap or what the heck is the name of that one? I'm missing that. One sec. There's a company here. Why? Oh man, I am having a brain fart. It is right here. Oh, that's there. Pretty sad when I have to go here. Oh, they don't have Old Navy. Duh, Old Navy. That's the one. So Old Navy, go to their store and sign up for their email list because these guys have sales left, right, and center. Old Navy. Go here. Go to the, let's read this. Gap. Oh, wait. Old Navy is a Gap. What am I thinking? Anyway, go here. And look at this. 20% off your first purchase when you open and use a reward thing. Card member exclusive, 40% off. Apply now. But you can get on their email list here somehow. Can't remember how. Maybe, oh, free shipping on 50 plus for reward members. Sign in or join. Details. My offers. Only for you. Join for free. Navius rewards, fam. Join for free. I don't think this is the one, but I want their list. Enter your email. There you go. Continue, and then they're going to send you offers. And then when you get them, you can see the reasons that they're having sales. And let me show you one other example here. of sales. So I'm big and tall, like I'm 6'5", and I weigh like way too much. But anyway, let me show you this. So I buy a lot of shirts and shorts and stuff at the Big and Tall store here in town. I want to show you something crazy. I don't know why that one's in there. So these are all Big and Tall emails. Look at this. They send me minimum one a day. And it is insane. When COVID hit and they had to MrBigandTall.ca, that's the website. Look at how many emails I've gotten in September. That's the 7th. So that's 50. Well, minus those two, that's 48. Let's go to the next page. Look at that. September 1st, they sent me an email. September 1st, they sent me another one. Look at big clearance sale, 57% off, spring, summer clearance, shop now, jeans, find your fit, whatever. And then I got another one. The same day, they sent me another one. And then what they do the next day, send me another one. And the next day, same day, September 2nd, another one. On the 3rd, send me another one. Another two per day. 4th, 5th, 6th, 6th. These guys have taken 3, that's 3 on the 6th. 7th, 2, 8th, 2, 9th, 2. They're sending me, that's Columbia. They're sending me like 2 emails a day. And they've been doing this for, oh man, see how long. Trying to go to the end, but whoever's doing the email marketing for Big and Tall, here, MrBigandTall.ca, they're on fire. And if you're thinking, man, they're spamming you, I would unsubscribe. Well, you know how many freaking things I bought from these emails? I probably spent about $500-600 over the past year just because I'll see a stupid t-shirt or a pair of shorts or something I like, over 1,000. That's not good. What are we getting here? We're getting some weird stuff. Let's go back. I don't think I joined this far back. Okay, here we go. 2020. Yeah, that's probably when I joined. Right there, I imagine. Shipping status, so I ordered something. Yeah. And that is the October 23rd, 2020. Till now, they've sent me, well, I would say like 700 emails. Insane. But it works because they're sending me something with a sale on it. So you don't have to go to this extreme, but if you do have like a Shopify store or somewhere, a list of people, don't be afraid to pound them with emails because it does work. Now you'll get some people that unsubscribe and you'll piss some people off, but you'll make a ton of money too. So the people who unsubscribe or the people who are like, don't stop sending me emails, but they don't know how to unsubscribe, take them off your list and keep the good ones on there because it works. Okay, so I'm still blown away with how many emails these guys send me, like 2 a day for like over a year now. They've been doing it. It's just nuts. All right, I'm going to check some questions here because we are right at the top of the hour. So, Etsy customers to an email list. As far as I know, not legally. Legally. I mean, you can scrape this stuff. There's a way to do it that way. But if you go here, I mean, their official thing is probably that they say no. I can't remember. Let's go with community and help. There. Somebody's asking about how can you email your customers. I think Etsy kind of wants to keep them on their own, but I know there's some kind of black hat ways to get their email and put it on a list that I probably shouldn't disclose because I'll probably get in trouble if I do. But if you think about it, well, let's just go with this. So if you have an order and you can see the details. Right there, you can message them, but I mean, sometimes you can get their emails too from this. Now, I don't want to see. I probably shouldn't give away these people. Yeah, that's not good either. I'm gonna leave it at no. Technically, you can't get their emails, but there's a way to do it. How's that? It's just, if you're gonna message them, you're gonna do it through the system. Like, think of Etsy as a business. They want to keep everybody on their site. They want to control the emails. They want to control everything so that they can send out promotions and to the stores that are getting the most sales. But they'll also send out those promotions very nicely to these sales and coupons, which is very good. So they will do a lot of automatic email marketing for you constantly. So yeah, we'd love to have the list, but we don't really. The way, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but the easiest way to build a list for your Etsy shop is to build it before they get there. If that makes any sense. So you have to have some mechanism where you're advertising something and then you're getting their email before you even send them to your Etsy shop. So that is how the list is built most efficiently, because you've taken them from outside of Etsy and then you put them to Etsy, but you already have their email up front, even if they're not a buyer. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but there's a whole, like, it's like list building, and there's different ways to do it. So a lot of people will build an Etsy shop and they'll just list some stuff. They'll list it wrong. They won't optimize it. And then they'll list, maybe they'll do this for maybe a month and then they'll quit. They'll say it doesn't work. And then meantime, they don't know how close they were to like hitting gold. But the guys who are doing like, and gals who are doing like mega bucks, they're not just relying on Etsy's own internal search for their sales. They're going outside of it too. So it's a little bit more of an advanced topic, but I'm not going to get into it in this training, but it is possible. So I would say building a list and sending them to your store is the high level look at it, but the nitty gritty of it, there's a lot of details in between. Maybe I should run something on that. That might be a good challenge for everybody. Just to get their focus off like relying purely on Etsy search to get sales. Let's discuss that in the forums. All right. I'm going to close with that. I'll put the replay up in there. The next challenge is going to be a good one because we're into fourth quarter and it's Christmas time. So we got to start prepping everything to get ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas. And holy cow, now is the time when you're going to start seeing sales popping left, right, and center on your stores. So go make sure you check your store more often than I check this dummy one, so you don't get stuff that's overdue. But sales are going to start rolling big time. So now it's a time to really stomp on the accelerator. And if you've been kind of a little bit passive in getting stuff going and listing stuff on your shop, no more excuses. Get your butt in gear. It's time to make some money. So if you need templates for this stuff, I've got it too. And currently, actually, go here, I'll show you guys. A lot of you guys are already getting these, but I've got the template club. And in here, I've got, I send out 10 a month. They're PSD files with all the fonts and everything. And you can edit them with Photopea or Photoshop very easily. This one is closing soon, but there's what it is. And there's this pack for the month. So there's 5 message cards, 2 Gearbubble necklaces, 2 Shine-On necklaces, and 1 round necklace that can be used on Shine-On or Gearbubble. So works very well. Go there. If you're watching this and we're closed, the template club is closed. It pretty much opens at the end of every month for about 48 to 72 hours. I open it up to new members. And then on the first of every month, I send out the packs. Okay. So join that if you're stuck on designs or you don't want to do them. I can help you out there too. Okay. All right, everybody, have a great day. I will see you in the forums, and stick around because the next challenge is going to kick ass. You're going to love it. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.